Well, it's so frustrating when you sit down to build or create something and everything's a mess. Ribbon is falling everywhere. You can't find the glue gun. You've spilled all the glitter. It's all these things that can create frustration, and then you're already discouraged before you even begin the project. No need to fear. Holly Peppin is here.
Let's start with the cardboard box over here.
Yeah, well, these are those magazine holders. They're really expensive. You can get them for, I think they were about $1.99 a piece, and they're really good. A lot of crafters will save all of their magazines. So for me, I kind of created my own little reference library, and so with these, I just put a little, your scraps that you have of paper left over.
Cute.
Just glue a little bit on the front that coordinate with the season.
And
so
it's inexpensive. It's $1 what?
Yeah, about $1.99
wow,
a piece.
That's really smart.
You pop
I like
them together. You can get them in bulk packs, so it's even cheaper. But being visual too, I just want to glance over. I see the hearts. I know those are all my Valentine magazines. So I grab them. But then again, they look pretty on the shelf.
Right, and you can pick this up at any kind of crafting store.
The craft stores have them. The organizing stores have them.
Good.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to do that. Now, you're a girl that's all about tubes, and you ask people to save tubes for you. Why?
I do.
This is cool.
First of all, kids are using them all the time in school projects and science projects and all of that. And the ones that come inside the wrapping paper, when you buy it, they're really strong. I mean, you can tell that that's not a flimsy, it's not like a toilet paper roll where, they bend. So here, what I have in a cabinet of mine is if you have the little, like in your closet, you have those little couplings on the end of a dowel that hold your clothes. These fit right into those. And so this way, I just hang all my bags of my sticks, my dowels. Again, I just know what I have that way.
That is really smart and creative. Some people are just born like that. I'm telling you, Martha Stewart, you better watch out. Holly Peppin's in town for sure.
Exactly. And it's so much cheaper than having to go out and buy the dowels.
Right.
Again, just reuse what you have in your house.
And instead of throwing out the cardboard, keep the cardboard too.
Exactly.
Good.
Exactly.
What about clear plastic utility containers like this?
Yeah, these can be my favorite. And a lot of times you find these actually in the jewelry department in the craft stores. But again, they come with all these little compartments that are already built in there. And again, I just, I label them here with my label maker. I want to be able to just grab it and go. And especially if you are going somewhere to craft, like even if I'm coming here, I can grab my sewing, I can grab my buttons. And, even for the buttons, I'll put the colors. I'll take the time to color code them. Because, again, you're going to lose your mojo digging through those buttons, trying to find all those green ones.
Well, and you can decorate this, too.
Oh, totally.
Knowing you probably have it all decorated, right?
You could get button paper and do button paper on there. Anything that means you can look quickly and grab it.
And spaghetti jars. You have created something for spaghetti jars. This girl does it all.
Well, again, I hate throwing things out. I just, reuse. And I save all my spaghetti jars. I tell all my friends, they bring me bags of them all the time. And so I coordinate. I go through my pom-poms, those are in there. Your wooden letters, brushes. I mean, scraps of ribbon. You can just go. And again, they look pretty. You line them up on your shelf. You can look and you know exactly what you have or exactly what you're running out of.
Very nice. And where do you find these tiny canning jars?
These are at the craft store. I have to say, this is probably something new that's been coming out. They kind of disappeared for a while. And they're the little tiny latch.
Are they expensive?
No, they're only about $1 a piece.
Really?
And, for that little stuff like sequins and little googly eyes and pins.
Well, I'm thinking like earring backs. Sometimes, I need extra earring backs.
Absolutely.
I could buy some, throw them in there, and I'm prepared
all
always.
These ideas you could totally use for almost any room in your house. Even in the bathroom, I have jars that I have put my cotton balls, my Q-tips, Epsom salt. You just go down.
It seems almost like there's a theme of having clear containers so you can see what's inside of them instead of digging.
And I think for people, again, like me, I'm so visual. And it's just, again, it looks pretty, but you can just at a glance look. And I think a lot of people they get frustrated. And they lose kind of the idea to do the project.
Right. And I think another tough item is our photos, really, but you have a photo box.
Yeah, so I use photo boxes just a little differently. So, and you can get these now that have the little chalkboard label on the front. So again, I go and label them. But to me, these are things that aren't so pretty and you don't really want out. So like all my glues, I'll put those in there. And I have probably about 50 of these in my workshop, and I just line them up on a big shelf. But again, they look pretty. it's clean.
And label the front of it.
And label
you know
it.
that's where the
Because
glue
then you
is.
look quickly, yep, there's the glue ready to go.
And ribbon scraps. I see you came up with a great idea for ribbon scraps.
This, out of frustration, I used to keep them in hat boxes, but then they get tangled,
Right.
and again, you're wasting time digging. So I took popsicle sticks, and I actually measured out all of my ribbons, so I knew how long it was, wrap them around the stick, and then I just made a little note. There's 7 feet of this rickrack on there. So then you know how much. You know, if I need 3 feet, well, I can't use this one. And it saves you a lot of time. It takes a few extra minutes to go through and do it all, but once it's done, it's so easy to keep up.
Now, you've been getting pictures on social media from people.
I have. As soon as I was talking about the segment that we were doing today, it was like every crafter was, I'm frustrated with this, I can't do this. So I started getting all these pictures, and it's just the same thing. It's too long to find this. I don't know what to do with my rubber stamps. So, yeah, so it's just super awesome there that people share that, and I love those ideas, and I love answering
How do we
those
get in touch with you on
questions.
social media?
Well, you can email me at painthappy@yahoo.com, or I have a Facebook page under Paint Happy Designs. Either way, I will get back to you and give you tons of ideas.
You are the best. I love it. And I love the short haircut, too.
Well, if you have any ideas or questions for Holly, you can send her an email to painthappy@yahoo.com.